Good morning students, welcome to today's class. So our next chapter is chapter 25, properties of angles and lines. Okay, so first topic, properties of adjacent and vertically opposite angles. Property 1, when two straight lines intersect, first one, the sum of each pair of adjacent angles is always 180 degree. Second, the vertically opposite angles are always equal. Okay, so when two lines intersect, so let us take these two lines AB and CD intersect at a point O. Okay, two lines AB and CD intersect at point O, let us take. Now when they intersect, which angles they form? They form adjacent angles and vertically opposite angles. Okay, you know what are adjacent angles and the vertically opposite angles. Two angles are said to be adjacent if they have a common vertex, then common arm. The other arms are on the opposite side of the common arm. Okay, so here which all are adjacent angles? Let us see. Here angle AOC and angle BOC. These two are adjacent angles. Since they have a common vertex O, common arm OC, the other two arms OA and OB are on the opposite sides of OC, common arm OC. Okay, this is one pair. Then second pair you can find here, these two angles, angle AOC and angle AOD. Third pair it is these angles, angle AOD and angle BOD. Then one more pair we can see here, angle BOC and angle BOD or DOB. Anyways you can take. Okay, so four pairs of adjacent angle you can see here. And this, what is the property 1? When two straight line intersect, the sum of each pair of adjacent angle is always 180 degree. So sum of these two angles, angle AOC plus angle BOC, this will be 180 degree. Okay, also the other pair, let us take angle AOC and angle AOD. The sum it is 180 degree. Okay, then sum of angle AOD and BOD it is 180 degree. Then sum of BOC and BOD it is 180 degree. Any pair of adjacent angle you take, their sum will be 180 degree. Okay. Second one, the vertically opposite angles are always equal. So what do you mean by vertically opposite angles? When two lines intersect, the angles formed on the opposite sides of the point of intersection. Okay, so two pairs of vertically opposite angles you can find here. These two are angle AOD and angle BOC are vertically opposite angles. Okay, point of intersection the opposite sides form ചെയ്യുന്ന anglesനെയാണ് vertically opposite angles എന്ന് പറയാം. That vertically opposite angles will be equal. Okay, now the other pair, it is this one, angle AOC and angle BOD. These two are also vertically opposite angles. Okay, so according to property 1, the vertically opposite angles are always equal. Okay, angle AOD will be equal to angle BOC and angle AOC will be equal to angle BOD. Next, property 2, if the sum of two adjacent angles is 180 degree, their exterior arms are always in the same straight line. Conversely, if the exterior arms of two adjacent angles are in the same straight line, the sum of the angles is always 180 degree. So, if the sum of two adjacent angles is 180 degree, so let us draw one pair of adjacent angles. Okay, you can see here angle AOC and angle BOC. These two are adjacent angles. They have a common vertex O, common arm OC. The other two arms OA and OB are on the opposite sides of common arm OC. Okay, so these two are angle AOC and angle BOC are adjacent angles. Now their sum, you know the sum of adjacent angles is always 180 degree. Okay, angle AOC plus angle BOC it is 180 degree. Then what is the property 2? If the sum of two adjacent angles is 180 degree, their exterior arms are always in the same straight line. So their exterior arms means here it is OA and OB. This OA and OB are on the same straight line. You can see here the angle formed, angle AOB, it is 180 degree. Okay, ഇവിടെ ആംഗിൾ AOB നമ്മൾ എടുക്കുകയെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അത് 180 ഡിഗ്രി ആയിരിക്കും കിട്ടുക. സോ നമുക്ക് എന്ത് പറയാം, ഈ എക്സ്റ്റീരിയർ ആംസ് എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ കോമൺ ആം അല്ലാത്തത്. ഓക്കെ, സോ ഇവിടെ OAയും OBയും, സോ അത് എന്തായിരിക്കും, അത് സ്ട്രെയിറ്റ് ലൈനിലായിരിക്കും ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കുക. AOB ഈസ് എ സ്ട്രെയിറ്റ് ലൈൻ. ആംഗിൾ ഫോംഡ് ബൈ AOB, ആംഗിൾ AOB ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് 180 ഡിഗ്രി. വി നോ സം ഓഫ് ടു അഡ്ജസ്റ്റന്റ് ആംഗിൾസ്, it is 180 degree. So angle AOB is 180 degree. So what we can say, OA and OB are in same straight line, or AOB is a straight line we can see. Okay, that is property 2. Its converse is also possible if the exterior arms of two adjacent angles are in the same straight line. If OA and OB, these are the exterior arms of here two adjacent angles. Okay, so if they are in the same straight line, then what we can say, the sum of angles is 180 degree. That is angle AOC plus angle BOC will be 180 degree we can say. Okay, രണ്ട് അഡ്ജസ്റ്റന്റ് ആംഗിൾസിൻ്റെ സമ്മ് 180 ആണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ എക്സ്റ്റീരിയർ ആംസ് സെയിം സ്ട്രെയിറ്റ് ലൈനിലായിരിക്കും ലൈ ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടാവും. ഓക്കെ, അതേപോലെ അതിൻ്റെ കോൺവേഴ്സസ് OA ആൻഡ് OB, ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് എക്സ്റ്റീരിയർ ആംസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് സെയിം സ്ട്രെയിറ്റ് ലൈനിലാണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ആംഗിൾസിൻ്റെ സം എന്തായിരിക്കും, ആംഗിൾ AOC പ്ലസ് ആംഗിൾ BOC എന്തായിരിക്കും, 180 ഡിഗ്രി ആയിരിക്കും. ഓക്കെ, ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി 2. Now exercise 25a, first question, two straight lines AB and CD intersect each other at a point O and angle AOC equal to 50 degree. Find first one angle BOD, second angle AOD, third angle BOC. So here two lines AB and CD intersect at a point O. Okay, you can see in the diagram. Now angle AOC, it is given, this angle is 50 degree. You have to find first one angle BOD. So angle BOD, it is this angle. Okay, now you know if two lines AB and CD intersect at point O, angle AOC and angle BOD will form vertically opposite angles. Okay, point of intersection the opposite sides ulla angles. So angle AOC and angle BOD are vertically opposite angles, and we have by from property 1 what we can say, the vertically opposite angles are always equal. So if angle AOC is 50 degree, angle BOD will be 50 degree. Okay, so you can write here angle AOC and angle BOD are vertically opposite angles. So by property 1 we can say angle AOC and angle BOD are equal. Okay, therefore angle BOD equal to, what is it, 50 degree. Okay, angle AOC is 50 degree, so angle BOD will be also 50 degree. Okay, next angle AOD. So this angle we got a 50 degree. Now we need to find angle AOD. So you know here two lines AB and CD intersect at a point O. So what is angle AOC and angle AOD? What type of angles they form? They form adjacent angles. Okay, angle AOC യും angle AOD യും adjacent angles ആണ് form ചെയ്യുന്നത്. They have a common vertex O, common arm OA. The other arms OC and OD are on the opposite side of common arm OA. Okay, so angle AOC and angle AOD are adjacent angles. So by property 1 what we can say, the sum of these two adjacent angles is 180 degree. Okay, so second one, angle AOC plus angle AOD equal to 180 degree. Since you can write the reason, adjacent angles. Okay, they are adjacent angles, their sum will be 180 degree by property 1. Now angle AOC, it is given 50 degree. So 50 degree plus angle AOD equal to 180 degree. So from this we can find angle AOD equal to 180 degree. This 50 on taking to other side, it will be minus 50 degree. Okay, so 180 degree minus 50 degree, you will get 130 degree. Okay, so angle AOD equal to 130 degree. In that third one, angle BOC. So we got angle AOD equal to 130 degree. Okay, this angle is 130 degree. You have to find this angle. Okay, BOC. So we know angle AOD and angle BOC form vertically opposite angles. Okay, so they are equal. By property 1, we can say the vertically opposite angles AOD and BOC are equal. So if AOD is 130 degree, BOC is also 130 degree. Okay. Next, second question. The adjoining figure shows two straight lines AB and CD intersecting at a point P. If angle BPC equal to 4x minus 5 degree and angle APD equal to 3x plus 15 degree, find first one the value of x, second angle APD, third angle BPD, fourth angle BPC. So here two lines AB and CD, they intersect at a point P. Now angle APD it is given 3x plus 15 degree, angle BPD it is given 4x minus 5 degree. So first question you have to find the value of x. Okay, so here angle APD and angle BPC, you can see from the figure they form vertically opposite angles. Okay, so since angle APD, first question, angle APD and angle BPC are vertically opposite angles. Okay, so they are equal. By property 1, we can say angle APD equal to angle BPC. Vertically opposite angles are always equal. Okay. Now angle APD it is given 3x plus 15 degree. So that we can write equal to angle BPC it is given 4x minus 5 degree. Okay, so 3x plus 15 degree equal to 4x minus 5 degree. Now variables we can bring to one side and numbers we can take to other side. So let us bring this minus 5 to left side. So that will be positive 5. 5 plus 15 degree equal to 4x. This 3x let us take to the other side, right side. So what will we get? Minus 3x. Okay, negative on taking to this other side it will be positive. Positive on taking to other side it will be negative. Okay, so 5 plus 15 it is 20 equal to 4x minus 3x it is x. Okay, so we got x equal to 20. The value of x is 20. Okay, this is the first question. Now in that second one, angle APD. Angle APD it is given in the question 3x plus 15 degree. So substitute the value of x. We find the value of x equal to 20 here. Okay, so 3 into 20 plus 15 degree. Okay, now 3 into 20 it is 60 plus 15 degree. 60 plus 15 you will get 75 degree. So this is the angle APD, measurement of angle APD. Okay, third one, angle BPD. So this angle we need to find here. Okay, and second question, angle APD, we find this angle is equal to 75 degree. Okay, now you can see from the figure angle AOD and APD and angle BPD, they are adjacent angles. Okay, so by property 1, what we can say? Angle APD plus angle BPD equal to 180 degree. You can write the reason, they form adjacent angles. So their sum will be 180 degree. Okay, angle APD and angle BPD adjacent angles are. By property 1, our two angles in the sum is 180 degree. Okay, so angle APD plus angle BPD equal to 180 degree. But angle APD measurement we find it what? 75 degree. So that we can give here. 75 degree plus angle BPD equal to 180 degree. So from this angle BPD equal to 180 degree minus 75 degree. The 75 on taking to other side it will be minus 75 degree. Okay, you will get 105 degree. Okay, so angle BPD equal to 180 minus 75 degree, that is 105 degree you will get. In that fourth one, angle BPC. Okay, so this angle you need to find. Now in this figure you can see angle APD and angle BPC are vertically opposite angles. Okay, so by property 1, what we can say, vertically opposite angles are equal. Okay, so angle BPC or angle APD and angle BPC are vertically opposite angles. Therefore, angle APD equal to angle BPC. By property 1, angle APD we find it 75 degree, so BPC will be also 75 degree. Okay, both angles will be 75 degree. Third question, the figure given alongside shows two adjacent angles AOB and AOC whose exterior sides are along the same straight line. Find the value of x. Okay, so you can see in this figure two adjacent angle AOB and AOC. Okay, now exterior sides, that means OB and OC. These are the exterior sides. They are on the same straight line. So what we can say, by property 2, if this arms, exterior arms or exterior sides are on the same straight line, then the sum of the angles will be 180 degree. Okay, exterior sides other same straight line is the question given, that is OB and OC form straight line. Okay, so what we can say, by property 2, the adjacent angles formed, the sum will be 180 degree. Okay, these angles sum will be 180 degree. So what we can write, 68 degree plus 3x minus 20 degree. The sum of these two angles we are taking equal to 180 degree. What is the reason here? Since OB and OC are on the same straight line. By property 2, we can say their sum, the angle, sum of angles will be 180 degree. Now 68 degree minus 20 degree, that we can subtract. Okay, what we will get, it is 48 degree plus 3x equal to 180 degree. From this 3x equal to this 48 degree, on taking to other side, what you will get, 180 degree minus 48 degree. So 3x equal to 180 degree minus 48 degree, you will get 132 degree. Okay, so 3x equal to 132 degree. So from this, how you can find x? This 3 multiplication by 3, on taking to other side, it will be divided by 3. Okay, x equal to 132 by 3. What you will get, it is 44 degree. Okay, so x equal to 44 degree. 44, sorry, not degree, 44. Value of x only we need to find here. So x equal to 44. Fourth question, each figure given below shows a pair of adjacent angles AOB and BOC. Find whether or not the exterior arms OA and OC are in the same straight line. So here these two are adjacent angles AOB and BOC. Okay, you have to find whether this exterior arms OA and OC are on the same straight line or not. Okay, so we can use property 2. If the sum of this adjacent angles is 180 degree, then we can say OA and OC are in the same straight line. If sum of adjacent angles 180 degree ആണെങ്കിലാണ് നമുക്ക് എന്ത് പറയാൻ പറ്റുക, OAയും OCയും സെയിം സ്ട്രെയിറ്റ് ലൈനിലാണ് ഉള്ളതെന്ന് പറയാൻ പറ്റാം. ഓക്കെ, സോ ലെറ്റ് us add these two angles. 90 minus x first angle plus 90 plus x. What we will get? Minus x plus x we can cancel. It is 0. Minus x plus x, it is 0. So 90 plus 90 we will get 180 degree. Okay, therefore we can write the conclusion: the sum of adjacent angles AOB and BOC are 180 degree. Is 180 degree. Therefore, what we can say, OA and OC. You can write exterior arms OA and OC are in the same straight line. Okay. So this is the answer. Sum is 180 degree. So exterior arms OA and OC are in the same straight line. This is property 2. Okay. Fourth question, second and third one you can do as homework. Next, fifth question. A line segment AP stands at point P of a straight line BC such that angle APB equal to 5x minus 40 degree and angle APC equal to x plus 10 degree. Find the values of x and angle APB. So here diagram is not given, you have to draw that. A line segment AP stands at point P of a straight line BC. So there is a straight line and on that straight line there is a point P. Okay, now at this point P, a line segment AP stands. So this is the diagram. Line segment, a line BC, in that anywhere you can mark a point P. Now AP line segment, it stands at a point P. Okay, now such that angle APB equal to 5x minus 40 degree. This angle APB, it is given 5x minus 40 degree. Angle APB, it is given 5x minus 40 degree, and angle APC, this angle it is x plus 10 degree. You have to find the values of x and angle APB. Okay, so here you can see angle APB and angle APC form adjacent angles. Okay, they have a common vertex P, common arm AP, the other arms BP and CP are on the opposite side of common arm AP. So, angle APB and angle APC are adjacent angles. Okay, so what is the property of adjacent angle? By property 1, we can say the sum of two adjacent angles is always 180 degree. Okay, angle APB plus angle APC, it will be 180 degree. They are adjacent angles. You can write the reason. Okay, angle APB what is given? It is 5x minus 40 degree plus angle APC, it is given x plus 10 degree equal to 180 degree. Okay, now 5x plus x, it is 6x minus 40 plus 10, it is minus 30 degree equal to 180 degree. Now 6x equal to this minus 30 degree on taking to other side, it will be plus 30 degree. 180 degree plus 30 degree you will get. That is 6x equal to 180 plus 30, it is 210. Okay, so what will be x here? X will be 210 by 6. Okay, now 6 into 3, 18. 6 into 5, 30. 35 you will get the value of x. Okay, now in that one more question is there. You have to find angle APB. Okay, find the values of x and angle APB. That is the question. So x we got 35 degree. Next you have to find APB. So APB, it is given in the question 5x minus 40 degree. Now substituting the value of x in this, you will get the angle APB. Okay, so angle APB equal to 5x minus 40 degree. Substituting the value of x, that is 35 in this, what we will get? 5 into 35 minus 40 degree. Now 5 into 35, what you will get? 35 into 5, it is 175. Okay, so 175 minus 40. On subtracting 40 from this, what you will get? It is 135 degree. angle APB equal to 135 degree. Okay. Next topic, parallel lines. Two straight lines lying in the same plane are said to be parallel if they do not meet or intersect, no matter how much they be extended in either direction. So two straight lines are said to be parallel if they do not meet or intersect each other at any point. ഒരു പോയിന്റിൽ വെച്ചും രണ്ട് സ്ട്രെയിറ്റ് ലൈൻസ് മീറ്റ് ചെയ്യുക അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇൻ്റർസെക്റ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ദാറ്റ് ടു ലൈൻസ് വി ക്യാൻ സേ ദേ ആർ പാരലൽ. ഓക്കെ, അത് ഏത് ഡയറക്ഷനിൽ അത് ആ രണ്ട് ലൈൻസ് എക്സ്റ്റെൻഡ് ചെയ്താലും ആ രണ്ട് ലൈൻസും ഒരു പോയിന്റിൽ വെച്ചും മീറ്റ് ചെയ്യില്ല. സച്ച് ലൈൻസ് ആർ കോൾഡ് പാരലൽ ലൈൻസ്. ഓക്കെ, now parallel lines are represented by drawing arrows on both lines in the same direction. Okay, so you can see in this figure arrows in the same direction. This represents that these two lines are parallel. Okay, here you can see two arrows on both the lines on the same direction. This indicates that these two lines are parallel. Okay, now this distance between parallel lines do not change. It is fixed distance. Okay, this distance between two parallel lines never increases or decreases. It is constant or it is fixed. Okay. Next topic, concept of transversal lines. Okay, when a line cuts two or more lines, whether parallel or non-parallel, the line is called a transversal line or simply a transversal. So, if a line is cutting two or more lines, that two or more lines can be parallel or non-parallel lines. Okay, so if a line cuts two or more lines, then we can say that line is called a transversal or simply transversal. So here in this diagram you can see this line PQ is cutting these two lines, so we can say PQ is a transversal. Here line PQ cuts three lines. Okay, so PQ is a transversal. Here also this line PQ cuts these two lines, so PQ is a transversal. Okay, next topic, angles formed by two lines and a transversal line. So here in this diagram you can see AB and CD are two straight lines and this line PQ cuts these two lines. So we can say that PQ, this line PQ is a transversal. Okay, so here AB and CD, they can be parallel or non-parallel lines. Okay, AB ക്കും CD ക്കും parallel അല്ലെങ്കിൽ non-parallel lines ആയിരിക്കാം. PQ cuts these two lines, so we can say PQ is a transversal. Okay, now when two lines are cut by a transversal, 8 angles are formed. Okay, രണ്ട് ലൈൻസിനെ ഒരു ട്രാൻസ്വേഴ്സിൽ കട്ട് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ 8 angles ആണ് ഫോം ചെയ്യുന്നത്. So let us mark these angles. This is angle 1. Okay, this is angle 2. This is angle 3 and this is 4. Okay, now here this is 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, in this way 8 angles are formed when two lines are cut by a transversal, or when a transversal cut two lines, 8 angles are formed. Okay, now this angle 1, this angle, okay, this angle, then 2, 7 and 8. These angles are exterior angles. Okay, they are on the exterior part. So 1, 2, 7 and 8 are exterior angles. So what will be interior angles? 3, 4, 5 and 6 are interior angles. Okay, now this angle 2 and 8, okay, and angle 1 and 7, these are two pairs of exterior alternate angles. Okay, 2 and 8, then 1 and 7, these are exterior alternate angles. Okay, from exterior, from the word exterior itself, you can find that they will be on the exterior part. Okay, so these 4 angles. Now exterior alternate angles means 2 and 8. On the opposite side it will be 2 and 8, 1 and 7. Okay. Now interior alternate angles means in the interior part angles you are taking. So 3 and 5. These are one pair of interior alternate angle. Then 4 and here 4 and 6. Okay, these are 2 pairs of interior alternate angles. Okay, this interior alternate angles we simply called as alternate angles. Interior alternate angles ആണ് actually alternate angles എന്ന് പറയാം. There is one simple method to find the interior alternate angles or alternate angles. You can see here. Here Z is formed here. Okay, this is in shape of Z. Now the angle formed by Z, this Z, it is 3 and 5. So these 2 angles are interior alternate angles or simply alternate angles. Okay, the angle formed by Z, they are called alternate angles or interior alternate angles. Here you can see another pair of angle formed by Z shape. Okay, so this you can see angle 4 and angle 6. They are also formed by a type of Z. Okay, so they are also called interior alternate angles or simply alternate angles. Okay, next corresponding angles. So you know the angles formed by Z shape, it is alternate angles. Now the angles formed by F shape, it is corresponding angles. Okay, this is, these 2 angles will be corresponding. This is F, the angles formed are these 2 angles. Okay, so these 2 are corresponding angles. F can be written in any ways. These 2 angles are also corresponding angles. Here these 2 are also corresponding angles. In this way also corresponding angles can be formed. Okay, so from this you can find, this is 1F. So angle 4 and angle 8, these are corresponding angles, one pair of corresponding angle. Next angle 5 and angle 1. Okay, you can see F here in this way. This is 1F. Okay, so angle 5 and angle 1, another pair. Next angle 2 and angle 6. Here you can see F. This is F. This way F. Okay, so angle 2 and angle 6. Then remaining one angle 3 and angle 7. So these are the 4 pairs of corresponding angles. Angle 1 and 5, 4 and 8. Then 2 and 6, 3 and 7. Okay. Next co-interior or co-joint or allied angles. Okay. So 2 pairs of co-interior or allied angles here are 3 and 6. Okay, then another pair, next pair, second pair it is 4 and 5. Okay, actually these are the angles on the same side of transversal. Transversal same side varuna രണ്ട് angles ആണ് 3 ഉം 6. So they are called co-interior or co-joint or allied angles. Okay, similarly angle 4 and angle 5 are on the same side of transversal. So they are called co-interior or co-joint or allied angles. Okay. Next exterior allied angles. Exterior allied angle means on the same side of transversal and which are angles lying on the outside exterior portion. Okay, this is interior portion and these 2 are exterior portion. Okay, so on the same side of transversal the exterior angles, they are called exterior allied angles. So angle 2 and 7, then angle 1 and 8. These two are two pairs of exterior allied angles. Okay. Next topic, when two parallel lines are cut by a transversal. So here AB and CD are two parallel lines and PQ is a transversal. So when AB, two straight lines AB and CD or two parallel lines AB and CD are cut by a transversal PQ, 8 angles are formed here. Okay. Here also exterior angle, interior angle, exterior alternate angle, interior alternate angles, corresponding angles, etc. are there. Okay. Now, in case of parallel lines cut by a transversal, there are some properties. First one, exterior alternate angles are equal. Parallel lines ആണ് ഒരു ട്രാൻസ്വേഴ്സൽ പാരലൽ ലൈൻസിനെയാണ് കട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നതെങ്കിൽ എക്സ്റ്റീരിയർ ഓൾട്ടർനേറ്റ് ആംഗിൾസ് ഈക്വൽ ആയിരിക്കും. Okay, so which all are exterior alternate angles? Two pairs of angle you can find here. First pair it is 1 and 7. These two are exterior alternate angles. One pair. Okay, second pair we can write angle 2 and 8. Okay, so angle 1 will be equal to angle 7 and angle 2 will be equal to angle 8. Okay, രണ്ട് പാരലൽ ലൈൻസിന് ഒരു ട്രാൻസ്വേഴ്സിൽ കട്ട് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ മാത്രമാണ് എക്സ്റ്റീരിയർ ഓൾട്ടർനേറ്റ് ആംഗിൾസ് ഈക്വൽ ആകുക. ഓക്കെ, സോ ആംഗിൾ 1 will be equal to angle 7, angle 2 will be equal to angle 8. Similarly, second property, interior alternate angles are equal. So interior alternate angles, you know, angle 4 and angle 6. 4 and 6. And angle 3 and angle, this one, angle 3 and angle 5. Okay, so they are also equal. Angle 4 will be equal to angle 6 and angle 3 will be equal to angle 5. So in case of parallel lines cut by a transversal, exterior alternate angles are equal. So we have angle 1 equal to angle 7 and angle 2 equal to angle 8. And interior alternate angles are equal. So we have angle 4 equal to angle 6 and angle 3 equal to angle 5. Okay. Now third one, it is corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding angles, I told you, F-shaped angles. So they are also equal. So here 4 pairs of corresponding angles you can find. Angle 4 and angle 8. So angle 4 will be equal to angle 8. Then angle 1 and angle 5. So angle 1 will be equal to angle 5. Then angle 2 and angle 6. They are another pair of corresponding angles. So angle 2 will be equal to angle 6. Okay, angle 3 and angle 7. So angle 3 will be equal to angle 7. Okay, if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, corresponding angles are equal. Okay, so corresponding angles, 4 pairs we can find. 1 and 5, 4 and 8, 2 and 6, 3 and 7. Okay, so 1 will be equal to 5, 4 will be equal to 8, 2 will be equal to 6, 5 will be equal to 7. Okay, corresponding angles are equal when two parallel lines are cut by a transversal. Now fourth property, co-interior or co-joined or aligned angles are supplementary. So you know, angles on the same side of transversal are co-interior angle. Angle 3 and 6, these are co-interior angles. Angle 4 and 5, these are co-interior angles. Now they are supplementary. That means angle 3 plus angle 6, it will be 180 degree. Sum of angle 3 and angle 6 will be 180 degree. That is, co-interior angles are supplementary. Okay, sum of co-interior angles will be 180. Similarly, angle 4 plus angle 5 will be 180 degree. Okay, since co-interior angles are supplementary, angle 4 plus angle 5. The second pair it is this. Angle 4 plus angle 5 equal to 180 degree. Okay. Fifth property, exterior allied angles are supplementary. So which all are exterior allied angles pairs? It is angle 2 and angle 7. Angle 2 and angle 7. So angle 2 plus angle 7 equal to 180 degree. Okay, if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, co-interior angles are supplementary and exterior allied angles are supplementary. So co-interior angles, you know, 3 and 6, one pair. So angle 3 plus angle 6 will be 180 degree. Okay, similarly angle 4 plus angle 5 will be 180 degree. Now exterior allied angles are supplementary, so we know one pair. Exterior allied angles, it is angle 2 and angle 7. So angle 2 plus angle 7 will be 180 degree. Angle 1 plus angle 8. The second pair it is this. Okay, angle 1 plus angle 8 will be 180 degree. Okay, so these are the properties when two parallel lines are cut by a transversal. Exterior alternate angles are equal, interior alternate angles are equal, then corresponding angles are equal, co-interior angles are supplementary, exterior allied angles are supplementary. Okay. Exercise 25B, first question, identify the pair of angles in each of the figures given below. Adjacent angles, vertically opposite angles, interior alternate angles, corresponding angles or exterior alternate angles. Okay, so here a diagram is given, some pair of angles it is given. You have to identify which pair of angle it is. Okay, whether it is adjacent angles or vertically opposite angles or interior alternate angles, etc. Okay. So here first angle 2 and angle 4. You can see here angle 2 and angle 4. So this is which type of angles? They are adjacent angles. Okay, they have a common vertex, common ray. The opposite arms are on the either side of the common arm. So angle 2 and angle 4 are adjacent angles. Okay, next angle 1 and angle 8. So they are, you know that these type of angles, angle 1 and angle 8 are exterior alternate angles. Okay, they are exterior. You can write here, this is exterior alternate angles. Okay. Next angle 4 and angle 5. So you can see here, this is angle 4 and this is angle 5. So they are interior alternate angles or simply alternate angles. Okay, so you can write interior alternate angles. Okay, now angle 1 and 5. Angle 1 and 5. F-shaped angle it is. So they are corresponding angles. Okay, now angle 3 and angle 5. They are on the same side of transversal. Okay. So they are allied angles or co-interior angles or co-joint angle. Any name you can write. Okay. See first one, angle 1 and angle 10. So this is the diagram here. You can see here that 12 angles are here. Okay. First you have to find where is angle 1 and angle 10. Okay. So you can find here. Just take that group of angles only. I mean these 4 and these 4 only you just consider. Okay. Now let us redraw this diagram to understand which type of angle it is. Okay. This diagram only let us redraw it. This is that first line. Okay. This is the transversal. This line. This line let us draw like this such that it do not touch with the first line. ഈ ലൈന് ആക്ച്വലി ഫസ്റ്റ് ലൈനെ ടച്ച് ചെയ്യാത്ത രീതിയിൽ ഒന്ന് വരച്ചാൽ മതി. ഓക്കെ, നൗ മാർക്ക് ദാറ്റ് ആംഗിൾസ് 9, 12, 11, 10. This is 3 and this is 4. This is 1 and this is 2. Now you can find 10 and 1. They are corresponding angles. Okay, F-shaped angle. So they are, here you can write corresponding angles. Okay, now angle 6 and angle 12. So you have to consider these two pairs. Angle 6 here, angle 12 here. Okay, so considering these two pairs, this is the transversal. These are the two lines. You can redraw that. Okay, redrawing that, this is the transversal, and these two lines, let that two lines do not touch each other. Okay. And mark that angles. This is 9, 12, this is 11, this is 10. Okay, now this is 8, this is 7, here 6, here 5. Now 6 and 12. You can see that they are exterior alternate angles. Okay, they are exterior alternate angles. Now, next angle 8 and angle 10. So here is angle 8 and here is angle 10. So they are alternate, interior alternate angles. Okay, Z-shaped angle. They are formed by Z shape. 10 here, 8 here. Okay, Z shape. So they are interior alternate angles. Next 4 and 11. So 4 is here and 11 is here. Okay, you can find they are interior alternate angles. Angle 4 and angle 11 are interior alternate angles. So you can write here interior alternate angles. Now angle 2 and angle 8. So here is 2, here is 8. Okay, they are exterior alternate angles. Okay, here you can write exterior alternate angles. Now angle 5 and angle 7. So this is angle 5 and angle 7 here. They are vertically opposite angles. Okay, vertically opposite angles. Now B, do as homework. So this much for this class. Thank you.